Have you ever hired an employee who you thought was going to be amazing, but instead, when you walk by their computer, you see them on Facebook and they minimize their screen when they see you? Or let's say you have someone who's exceptionally talented and you want to make sure that you don't lose them to a competitor. My name is Shari Harley. I'm the author of the book, How to Say Anything to Anyone, and I run a training company called Candid Culture. At Candid Culture, we created tools for managers to help you not guess what your employees need, but actually ask and get real data from them so you can manage with authority versus mystery. One of the tools we've created is something I call Candor Questions for managers. This is a box of cards that you can use when you interview employees, onboard employees, have one-on-one meetings with your employees, team meetings, department meetings, even project kickoffs and debriefs. The cards are quite versatile. There is one question per card, and you certainly wouldn't want to ask all of them at once. You're going to pick and choose, and you're going to design your conversations with your employees. Here are a couple of examples. What's something you want to do that you've not yet had a chance to do? This is kind of how I ask, actually, the weakness question in an interview. If you ask an employee what their weakness is, they're going to tell you they work too hard. They've been trained to answer that way, but it's not helpful to you, and it's not really always true. But if I say, what's something you want to do that you've never had a chance to do, they may be more comfortable telling me something that they're not good at or they're inexperienced in. Tell me about the best manager you ever had. What made him or her the best manager? A lot of us will say to our employees, I want to be a great manager. What do you need from me? How do you want to get feedback? Those are very, very difficult questions to answer. But every employee can tell you who the best boss they ever had and who the worst boss they ever had and why. When you get the answers to those questions, you now know what your employees need. And you may not give it to them, but now you'll be able to explain why you manage the way you do. If you're guessing what your employees need, if they're happy, if they're not happy, if they're challenged, if they're not, if they're going to stay, if they're not going to stay, all those questions are unnecessary. Simply ask the Candor questions, and you'll know why your employees stay with you and what you need to do so that they excel.